So in this video I want to talk to you about my favorite Nespresso recommendations if you are a new coffee drinker and if especially you're considering to buy a new Nespresso coffee machine but you're not sure which capsules will suit you best. For me, I want to tell you this right away. I like my coffees hot. I usually drink a cappuccino or a hot latte, and I don't add any syrups. Sometimes, occasionally, yes, I like to have some iced coffees as well. For that, if you want to see my recommendations, check out this video that I've done a while ago. But this video is going to be helpful for those of you who are trying to get started, discovering Nespresso flavors. The first tip is that look for coffees that are intensity 6 to 8 or 9. Nespresso flavors and roast level is indicated here, and it can go from level 4, the lowest intensity, up to level 13, the highest intensity. So the more intense a coffee is, the more bitter and roasted it will be, dark roasted. So the more lighter the number here means that the coffee will be more watery and more light in taste. Summer intensity in the middle, it's always a great place to start as a beginner. The second thing to look at is the flavor profiles. The most common flavors on Nespresso are chocolatey, nutty, fruity, caramel. So my first recommendation is the Venezia. This one is part of the Italian range and it's a medium roast. It's level 8 intensity. It has some caramel notes and it's really good if you like to have coffee with milk like me. So the second capsule that I recommend is this one. This one I've seen it in a lot of hotels, and I believe that a lot of people fall in love with Nespresso coffee by tasting it in their hotels when they travel. Tell me if that's how you discovered Nespresso. On intensity number 9, it's slightly more intense than the Venezia. However, this one, the flavor profile has a cocoa note. So for those of you who like chocolate mochas or like to add chocolate syrup in your coffee, I highly recommend to try this one. Again, let's finish with the Italian range. This is the Genova, and this is an intensity 6. So this is quite a light roast, medium to light roast, but I think it has a really pleasant taste that it's not overly bitter, it's not overpowering, and it also works with milk, so it's strong enough to feel any taste in milk. Classic cereal and caramel notes. Again, I think it's a classic tasting coffee. So now for my last two recommendations. This one is from the Barista Creations range. So the Barista Creation range is a special edition of coffees made for milk. However, every single coffee that I'm telling you today can be enjoyed with milk because that's how I have them and I've had no issues with them. So the Barista Creations comes with 3 intensities. One is the most light, this is the medium one, and there's another one that it's darker. So if you're a beginner, I definitely recommend you to start with a middle one, and then if you feel that this is too bitter for you, don't go for the darker coffee roast. You might even try the lighter one. However, for me, I absolutely hate the light roast in this range. A lot of people love that, but I definitely regretted purchasing it, and it took me a long time to finish it. Mostly I gave it away to guests. Let me see what flavor profiles do they say. It's made of Colombian and Ethiopian Arabicas. It doesn't say much else. So the last one that I'm going to say today, actually there are 2, but I don't have the other one, the box for the other one. So actually the last coffee is the Colombia. So the Colombia is part of their Origin series. There are capsules that can be used both for espresso as well as lungo, means you can extract more coffee from these ones, and are slightly more expensive than the Italian range, simply because they are single origin. It's a medium roasted, but it has a really unique coffee flavor. I've not tasted any other coffees that taste similar to this. So for most people that I've given this, they've all ended up enjoying it. On the Nespresso website, they mention it has like a fermented winey taste, so like red wine notes. I don't particularly feel that. I just think it's a good coffee. And now my another one of my favorites that I've done a dedicated video on this one. If you want to know more about this, you can go and check that full explanation, is the Tokyo Vivalto Lungo. I just wanted to mention this is another level 6 intensity, and it's similar to the Colombia. So if you like the Colombia, I recommend you to try the Tokyo Vivaldo Lungo. They mention it's a floral coffee, and it's definitely something for coffee enthusiasts, and also those of you who want to taste something different. So it's not sweetened, none of these are sweetened, they all are just pure coffee beans inside these capsules. So I hope you like this video, and let me know in the comments which one of these coffees have you tried, and what are your thoughts on my recommendations for the top 5 coffees you should try as a Nespresso beginner. Remember to subscribe and give me a like if you found this video useful. Bye!